Hey now. Welcome again to the Core Dog Experience. Right here, I talk Ohio State Buckeyes. So if you enjoy Buckeye content, if you're feeling what you're hearing, please hit that like button. And like I said, if you enjoy Buckeye content in general, please subscribe, help a brother grow this thing out. So if you caught some of my previous video, as you see, I'm in a different spot, different setting. I was at the game, y'all. My first time going to the shoe and watching the game, and it was a great experience. So again, props to my cousin who hooked a brother up. She knows how much I enjoy my Buckeyes, and she got me some good seats, 9 rows up, y'all. 9 rows up. I can see their eyeballs. I can see what they are thinking. It was a great experience. My other cousin went with me. We had his first time there as well. And again, watch my other video was just me interacting, just taking in the sights and sounds of the day and just soaking it all in. So have a little bit extra time, check that one out and just see a little bit of the sights and sounds of my day as I walked around the shoes, did some of the tailgating, hung out with the Buckeye folks. I had to fly in for that. So it was great touching base with some of the Buckeye Nation again. So again, I'm not at my normal spot. So props to the folks who are going to let me do a little bit and edit this up some and get it ready for you guys to view on my channel. But like I said, want to see some of my other goings on for the day, please check out my other video. You can post it. See it, link on to it somewhere up in here before this video is over. I'm gonna post it so you guys can click on it and just see my interactions throughout the day. The game itself, man. I mean, well, almost everything you want. First time going to the game, had some rain, sun, some drones. Some drone. I ain't never seen that before. A drone. We're like, what the hell going? What you mean a drone over the stage? The stage, I guess. I guess they caught the dude, but yeah, that was different. Don't see that every day. A drone over the stadium, halted the game, kicked the players off the field. So that was different. That was different. Definitely a different experience, of whatnot. But the game in and of itself. It's the first time there at Ohio, at the stadium, at the shoe. Beautiful place to be, a beautiful venue. It was like I said, it was great being there. I seen Buckeyes played in other venues, seen them at the Rose Bowl, seen them in Arizona when they played Notre Dame. So I've seen them at a couple other spots live, but my first time seeing them at the shoe, and it was a great experience. Had great seats. Like I said, my other cousin was with me, and we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. At the end of the game, we enjoyed ourselves. That first half, not so much. That first half left a lot to be desired, to say the least. And what can you say about that first half? That first series, like just the first series, is Maryland. I know they undefeated. I think they were. Why they weren't ranked, I don't know. I think they were a good enough team to be ranked. You look at some of these other teams that were ranked. Power 5 team, 5-0 was not ranked, but that's neither here nor there. I thought Maryland was undervalued, but it's still, at the end of the day, Maryland. And you can imagine how pissed people were when he did that fake punt. Oh my goodness. We didn't know what was going on. We all get ready here to punt, and they say, Maryland got the ball. Like, what the hell did he just do? You don't do no fake punt against Maryland on the first series of the game. That's all they needed. You don't give a team like that confidence. That gave them confidence. And they scored. They capitalized. They gave them life. They were already confident coming in. In the past, they haven't played us well at the shoe. When we go up there, they've given us some problems when we play them at their spot. But typically, they don't play us well down here. But hey, you gave them life with that fake punt. Yeah. to get out of that first half with a 10-10 tie, you know Mike Locksley must have been kicking himself, because there's no way in the world that game should have been 10-10 at the half. And seeing it live, they're a whole different perspective when you see it live. The first half our offense couldn't do anything, and I've been waiting. You know me, I've been waiting for Jim Knowles and the defense to do something, coming off how we performed last year. And damn it, Jim Knowles is making his money, because our defense has been on point, and our defense saved our butts in that Maryland game. Josh Proctor with the pick six, and just holding them to 10, just holding them the way we did in that first half, given how badly our offense stunk up the place. Hats off to the defense. I know they scored 17, but only 10 of those are on our defense. We gifted them 7 points. We gifted them 7 points, gave them confidence, and our offense couldn't do jack. They couldn't do jack. When your defense outscores your offense for a half, things aren't going well. So I know at halftime Mike Locksley must have been pissed that they go in at 10-10, because they should have been up by more than the 10-10 score. To their credit, though, they came right down. They drove it on I didn't think they was going to do it coming out the half, but they drove it right down the field, went up 17-10. Yeah, we spotted them 10 points, spotted them the 7 coming out the break, but at the end of the day, we outscored them 37-7 after we spotted them that 10 points. Yeah, but that first half was, and folks been wanting Chip. They've been wanting Chip. Been wanting Chip. Well, Chip got the start. Y'all saw the results. Now I know it ain't all on Chip, cause our line and watching it live, our line. Now the focus for me now is not so much Jim Knowles and the defense. I think they've shown their stuff through for the first half of this season, pretty much. I know we're not quite at the halfway point, but 5 games in now, we're one of the top scoring defenses in the league, in the conference. I mean, Penn State, Michigan, we got the 3 top defenses in the nation right there in the Big Ten East. Penn State's no joke, Michigan's no joke on defense. Let's just be real with that. But our defense is right there. This is what we were envisioning when Jim Knowles came on board, and he is delivering year 2. The jury's still out on Mr. Fry and that offensive line. I know it's a nice day out. It's a nice day out. I know. Guerrilla style. Y'all, what Kanye West said, we doing it guerrilla style. Filming guerrilla style. All right. Getting ready to go off on a tangent, but Coach Fry, our eyes are on. Can't see you. Our eyes are on you. What are you gonna do for offensive line? I know we sent some studs to the NFL. A lot of folks are criticizing our recruiting in the offensive line, or have criticized us not utilizing the transfer portal to bring in the offensive linemen. And you can make an argument that's showing, because we're not getting the push that we should be getting. Maryland's good, but at the end of the day, it's still Maryland. And watching that game live, we weren't getting no push on Maryland's front. I ain't gonna say what Lou Holtz was saying was 100% accurate, but our offensive line is not getting the push it needs to get at this point. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's scheme, physicality, but they ain't getting the job done. And like I said, watching it live, and I just watched the line. Of course, they play the replay on the big screen and all, but I was just watching the line, and they're not getting the push on the front. They're not getting the push on the front on Maryland's defensive line, unless their linebackers roam and make the plays. I think at the halftime, all of us in the stand, everyone around me was commenting on, at the half, late into the third quarter, we have 40-something yards rushing. Like, I ain't got all my stats and stuff with me, because I'm doing this guerrilla style. I ain't in my digs. I ain't in the comfort of my digs, so I ain't got all the stats. But I know what they showed on the big screen. 40 yards, something rushing at the end of the third quarter. 40 yards, Ohio State. 40 yards. I know we like to throw the ball, but 40 yards rushing, that ain't going to get the job done. That ain't going to get the job done at all moving forward. Like I said, Penn State, Michigan. I know we got Wisconsin, even though Wisconsin ain't what we thought they were going to be, but those are still going to be some tough games coming up. And if we don't figure out our offensive line to get this running game going, it's going to be extra hard, because Kyle McCord, for all the again, I'm going to talk about McCord long. I'm going to get on Kyle McCord and some of his stuff and some of the comments I still be reading about Kyle McCord. But I don't know if our passing game is where it needs to be to overcome the lack of our running game. We did it in that second half. We overcame. But all in all, moving for again, is Maryland. Maryland's not the same defense you're going to see with Michigan, Penn State, and possibly Wisconsin. We needed our running game going to help the passing game. That's just it's going to be a necessity moving forward. So, and looking at the stuff, some of the stuff I was reading online today, that said the backups, they're not pushing the starters. So you looking for a change in the offensive front, you're not going to get it, because the backups are not challenging the starters right now. And that takes us back to our recruiting maybe ain't where it needs to be, or we need to hit that transfer portal a little bit harder when it comes to the offensive line. Or Fry ain't the coach we thought he was. I'm just saying. I took Jim Knowles 2 years, so maybe we'll give Justin, maybe this time next year, that offensive line will be on point. But can we wait? Can we really afford to wait till next year for offensive line to be on point? Our defense seems to be there. Can we for once get a full team? We would have this defense last year. We win it all. We can't ever seem to get a good offense and a good defense on the field during the same season. It's always one or the other. We gotta get that in sync. We got some games left to get our offense to bring it up some, but it's going to start with that offensive line. I don't know what needs to be done, but Justin Fry, you need to do it. More physical, I don't know. Get Mariotti on those boys. What we need to do to get them tougher. Offensive play calling, schemes, I don't know, but it needs to get done sooner rather than later, because Penn State, 2-3 weeks out? Yeah. Kyle McCord. Yes, he was hearing it. I was hearing it. No one sitting around me are Kyle McCord fans, I'll tell you that right now. Every one of them was a Devin Brown fan, and he was. And when he underthrew, let's face it, he had a terrible first half. Underthrew a lot of folks, didn't make some reads. And you can imagine, like I said, they were already Devin Brown people to begin with. And that's all I kept hearing. Pit Devin in, pit Devin in, pit Devin in. Even in the second half when we picked it up. The 2 long throws, yes, we hit him. But he was an underthrow to Marvin, an underthrow to Julian Finley. They just happened to make real good catches. That's what you call your receivers, making your quarterback look good. And it's hard to argue with McCord when you look at his stats at the end of the day. Good completion percentage. When it's all said and done, he had a good completion percentage. His highest career total in yards, I think he was over 300-something yards. No interceptions, no fumbles. Did he take some sacks? Yeah, but he didn't. He'd been put the ball in harm's way for the most part. He had an efficient day, and he was under some pressure. First time he was under that much pressure. I don't think Notre Dame pressured him that much. But at the end of the day, Kyle McCord had a good day passing, no turnovers, and believe me, that was the day we could not afford any turnovers. And he came through. So again, is Devin Brown? Like I said, I've been on Kyle McCord. He's been my QB1 from the start. I said he's going to have to do a lot to mess it up and lose that spot, and I still think that moving forward. I just don't see Devin Brown starting anytime this season, barring McCord getting injured. And the Devin Brown folks may get their wish, but I don't know if they want to get it in that fashion. I would hope not, but I don't see Devin Brown starting this season while we have a healthy Kyle McCord. Like I said, he showed his mettle in that Notre Dame game. He made some throws that I don't think Devin Brown could make. I haven't seen Devin Brown practice. Some folks that seen him said he can make those throws. I don't know if he can make it in those game time situations. I'm always going to go back to that 3rd and 19 pass that he had to Emeka in that Notre Dame game that set up the game-winning touchdown. You like that, and that's what you build on. You build on that. And he's going to have to get better, in particular if our running game cannot get going. We are going to have to rely on Kyle McCord's arm. Let's just be real. We are. But during the comeback, we had our 37-7 run. That was an exciting football. You might still be able to hear it in my throat, because I was screaming, yelling. We were high-fiving and stuff, and it was a great atmosphere to be in. It was great, and then you can't see some of the stuff from the stands that you see on TV, like what was going on with Ryan Day and the official. We all like, what the hell? We like, what's going on? We don't know what was going on between Ryan Day and the official. How you get a sideline interference call on the coach? It was a funny game all the way around. And what was going on between Ryan Day and the official? Because someone in the stand sitting next to me said it's been the same official going after Ohio State and Ryan Day all day long. There was a yellow flag on the field. The dude was there next to me, said, yeah, I bet I know who threw it, and damn it, you sure enough it was that same official who was doing it all day long, throwing the flag. Good, exciting game. But the funny thing, though, about the game, because, it was raining, everyone told me, because I had to fly in for the game, and so dress warm is going to be cold. It's going to be cold. But no one, so I was dressed warm, but no one told it was going to rain. Very few people there was prepped for the rain. It was funny because I forgot how the weather was out there out here in Ohio. It'd be raining, then the sun would pop out. And then you had those folks around me who weren't prepared for the rain. It started coming down, no big, thick raindrop. They go run, get under the shelter. But by the time they run and get under the shelter, the sun would pop out. So they running to come back. And I was just, I was like, I ain't moving. This is my first time. Don't know when I'm coming back. I'm staying right here in this spot, rain or shine. That was funny. But despite the comeback, the best part about the game was, when you're watching at home, they showed the little highlights of the halftime festivities and the people in the bubbles, they running and smacking each other. They don't show you the whole thing. They don't show you the whole thing. They were jacking each other up. That may have been the funnest part of the whole day, was those people in those bubbles, bam, smacking at each other. Oh, that was hilarious. They were jacking each other up. You could have put some pads on some of them folks, throw them in the offensive line or something, because they was jacking each other. But they were flying too. They were. That was great. That was great. It's a whole new experience. Obviously a whole new experience when you see the game live and get to hear all the other folks, and a lot of them be thinking the same thing. The folks online be thinking the stuff I be thinking. It's like, yeah, I'm thinking the exact same thing. What the hell was he thinking? Going for a fake for the first series of the game. We overcame it. 37-17. I thought Maryland's an underrated team. It's going to be interesting to see how they play the rest of the year, how they match up with Penn State, how they match up with Michigan, because people are going to compare. people are going to compare how Maryland played against Penn State and how Maryland plays against Michigan. Yeah, if Penn State and Michigan blow Maryland out, you know that's going to reflect. How would that reflect on Ohio State? I don't know. We covered the spread. For what it's worth, we did cover. It was 19 and a half. We got 20. It was some of the bettors at ESPN were mad. Ryan Day kicked that last field goal, but hey, I ain't mad at him. How did we lose last year at the championship game? We missed the field goal. So every chance you get to kick a field goal and trot your kicker out there, damn it, you trot your kicker out there and kick a field goal. I don't. We ain't trying to save no one's feelings. You got to get your team's game time practice. And that's what it takes to get game time practice. Kicking the field goal when you're already up, damn it, send your kicker out there and get him some practice for that field goal, because you just don't know. You may need a 50-yarder come playoff time if we get there. Purdue. Always tricky going to Purdue. I hope he's ready. Urban wasn't always ready to go to Purdue. We know that first. We know that firsthand. But to Ryan Day's credit, for all the stuff he takes, and I'll be on it sometimes too, he's yet to lose to an unranked team. Not all Ohio State coaches can say that. So far, and do his young Ohio State career, Ryan Day can say that. He has yet to lose to an unranked team. Hopefully he can keep it going at Purdue, because we know how those Purdue trips can go. But again, if you haven't already, like I said, a different experience. I ain't got my normal gigs going on. So again, shouts out to my cousins. Shouts out to the folks who are going to let me put this together and throw it on there. So you guys are watching it right now. A little something, so I get back into my comfort zone, so to speak. But hey, can't have the Core Dog experience when you sitting up in the room all day long. You got to get out a little bit. So yeah, I got out a little bit and enjoyed it. So again, if y'all know the saying, if you're feeling what you're hearing, hit that like button. And if you enjoy Buckeye content in general, please subscribe. If you haven't already, just go look at my other video. It's just me walking around, doing stuff, having fun, and enjoying Buckeye Nation. Go check that one out. Click on the link and give it a view as well. And you know the saying, get ready for Purdue, and hopefully we can fix the offensive line. We got to get it fixed, y'all. But again, until next time, OHIO, go Bucks. I'm out.